Hello and welcome to this video about parabolas. The graph of the equation y ax squared plus bx plus c is a u-shaped curve called parabola that opens either upward and downward, depending on whether the sign of a is positive or negative. This is what we've seen before. In this lesson, we study parabolas from a geometric rather than an algebraic point of view. This is an algebraic point of view. We begin with the geometric definition of parabola and show how this leads to the algebraic formula that we are already familiar with. So the geometric definition of parabola is: a parabola is a set of points in the plane that are equidistant, that means the same distance, from a fixed point f, and this fixed point f we call it the focus, and a fixed line L, we call it the directrix. So here is the directrix. So what does it mean? In this definition, it is illustrated in the figure below. The vertex V, which is right here. So the vertex V of the parabola lays halfway between the focus and the directrix, because it is halfway. So we have this distance P and P, they are the same. And the axis of symmetry is the line that runs through the focus. And also it is perpendicular to the directrix. So okay, so we have this equidistance. This distance here is the same as this distance here in yellow. So using the distance formula distance between P and F, we have this distance here can be written as is the square root of x minus 0 square, quantity square, which is just x square, plus y minus p, quantity square. And this distance here, so this distance is the same as this one, it is equal to, and here we see that we have y and p, so basically this is y plus p, so y plus p, but I'm gonna use absolute value because distance is always positive. So if I take this and equation and I square both sides, we're gonna get rid of the square root, so we have x squared plus y minus p quantity square is the same as y plus p quantity square, which is y square plus, distribute this, my y square minus 2yp plus p square equal y square plus 2yp plus p square. And I see here, if I subtract y squared from both sides and also p squared from both sides, we end up with this equation: x squared minus 2yp equal to yp. Move this negative 2yp to the other side, we end up with x squared equal 4yp. This is the geometric equation of the parabola. So if this p here is positive, greater than 0, then the parabola will open upward, and if this p is negative, then the parabola will open downward. And as you see here, when x is replaced with a negative x, the equation remains unchanged, so the graph is symmetric about the y-axis. So let's see some examples here of all shapes of parabolas, and we're gonna find the equation of these parabolas. So this one here, these two parabolas, as you see, one opens to the right, the other one opens to the left. So if it opens to the right or the left, we have the equation y squared, not x squared, y squared. Is different than what we've seen as the common algebraic form: x squared equal y squared equal ax squared plus bx plus c. So here we have y squared equal 4p x. So this is the equation if the parabola opens to the left or to the right. And if it opens to the positive side of the x, then p is positive. So in here we have p is equal to 2 and it's positive. And if it opens toward, so here is p greater than or equal 0. If it opens toward the negative side of x, then p is less than 0. And in our case here, p is equal to negative 2. But the distance is 2. The distance from the vertex to f, or the vertex to the directrix, this line, is a positive. But p in the equation is negative. So the equation of this first parabola here, let me call it graph 1, we're going to have y squared equal 4, and since p is 2, then times x, which I could say that it's equal 8x. So y squared equal 8x is the equation of this first parabola. And the second graph here, we have y squared equal 4 times a negative 2 x, which we have y squared equal negative x. And this is the equation of this parabola. For this one here, as we've seen in the definition and the graph shown earlier, the parabola is open downward. And if the parabola is open downward, or it's opening toward the negative side of y, then this p, the distance is 2, but p is negative 2. And here it's open upward, so p is equal to 2. So this one open toward the negative side of the y, p is negative, less than 0. And if it's open upward, then p is greater than 0. So the equation for if it's open up or down, it's going to be x squared equal 4py. Opens up or down, it will be x squared. If it opens to the left or right, it will be y squared. So the equation here for this graph 3, it will be x squared equal 4 times 2, negative 2y. So 4 times a negative 2y, which is x squared equal minus 8y. And in here, this graph number 4, we have x squared equal 4 times 2 times y, or I could say x squared equal 8y. So this is the equation of this parabola, and this is the equation of the other parabola. So again, as you see, when the parabola opens toward the x-axis, to the left or to the right, we have y squared equal 4py. And then if it opens toward the positive side of the x, p is positive, so you replace p with the positive, so you're going to have y squared equal 8x. And if it opens toward the negative side of x, so p is negative, and therefore y squared equal negative 8x. And the same way when it opens up or down, down meaning p is negative, so you have negative 8y, and with p opens upward, p is positive, so you have x squared equal 8y. And I hope this is helpful. Thank you.